Hello, this is Matthew Robinson. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm the current chairman and CEO of the Fantasy Wrestling Alliance, better known as the FWA. Now this is going to be part one of a long series I plan to do where I discuss current and past champions of the FWA. We're going to start with the current tag team champions, Aut Pax Aut Bellum. They're a rough, rousing, tough team from Glasgow, Scotland. And I have been just thoroughly impressed with them since they really came into this company. Now, the team consists of Andrew Johnson. He is 22, just like his partner, Dan Ward. He is a brawler. He likes to knock people around, beat them up, bust bust heads. He's not going to be really pretty when he does his match. His finisher is the Glasgow Flight. It's a version of the F5. His nickname is the Muscle, and that definitely describes him very well. He and Dan have a co-op finisher called the Gun Salute, which is a spike pile driver. Now his partner, Dan Ward's, his nickname is Claymore. His finisher is the Dead End, which is a shooting star press. And as you can see from that finisher, he's more of a high flyer. He likes to move around. He's very fast, making for a great team. Power and speed, agility, and endurance. But I really think that's a strong tag team. Too often you see tag teams where it's the exact same type of people and they both are really the same. They both are either muscle men or they both are really speed men or they both are high flyers or flashy or technical. But this team is a mix, and this mix works very well. Now, they won the tag titles off of Sinful Sensuality in late September, and then lost the tag titles in early November to guess who? Sinful Sensuality. However, they won them back at Back in Business 4, and they are the current tag team champions as stated earlier. It was a great match, and they really have come into their own with this win, and it's really brought them to a new level of credibility with the fans and with management. Now, they really have been the only competition for Sinful Sensuality when they held the tag titles. But even before that, Aut Pax Aut Bellum was showing their skills long before they even touched a title. Let's go back to the first moment where everyone really stood up and took notice of this tag team. It's when they came out on top of this brutal feud between Confederate Justice and Electric Funeral, which ended in one of the most hellacious matches ever designed in the FWA, Metal Hell. Oh my goodness, not only was this match destructive, but it was just one of the most beautifully violent matches I've ever seen in my entire life. And Aut Pax Aut Bellum came out on top and earned the respect of so many people, including Confederate Justice and Electric Funeral. Then Aut Pax Aut Bellum showed their skills again when they gave the current tag team champions at that time, G-Rich and Matt Boudreaux, a real run for their money in the main event of a Fight Night episode. They didn't win, but man, did they get close. G-Rich and Matt Boudreaux sweated, and the only other team that really gave the G-Rich and Matt Boudreaux trouble was Executive Excellence. And I would even argue that Aut Pax Aut Bellum may have done even a better job because no one expected this. Then Andrew Johnson defeated current North American champion Shane McLean in a non-title match. Now, most unfocused wrestlers would have taken this opportunity to go for the North American title, but Andrew Johnson and Dan Ward wanted the tag team titles, and they weren't going to stop until they won the tag team titles. And I've got to respect that. It shows a lot of courage and a lot of dedication to stick with what you promised and what you set out to do. And I think if Aut Pax Aut Bellum can really hone their craft, really improve their hardcore skills, and make the fans hate them, there will be future Hall of Famers. Well, I'm out of time, but I will be back next week or whenever, we'll see what happens, to talk about more champions from the past or present. Thank you for your time.